And welcome back to What Matters CIC. My name is Joanna Briggs and today we are going to be talking about overthinkers. Yes, this video is from me to me, but if anyone else happens to be listening who is also an overthinker, then this is for us. Sometimes we can be our worst enemy. I remember when I was younger, I honestly used to think that being an overthinker was the best thing ever. I thought, yeah, we mitigate mistakes, we save ourselves time, we're really like analytical and like, we're thinkers, like it's a really good thing. And it's not to say that I've changed my mind, but it has just said that I have noticed a few things that could have been helped if I didn't overthink as much. There are so many different personality types and all of them come with pros and cons, so I can only speak from the one that I know best, which is being an overthinker. But if you know any that I may not touch on today, make sure you comment below. It'd be great to hear what it feels like for you, what kind of things you've experienced, what kind of things you can do without, and what kind of things you would prefer to have more of. For me, being an overthinker has in some ways stopped me from doing things that I have wanted to do, either completely or has just slowed me down. And really and truly, ever since time has flown by, i.e. me turning from 25 to 26, I've realized that time is actually of the essence and you should just sometimes just jump, sometimes just go for it. And I know I've spoken about that in previous videos, and if you know me personally, you know I am constantly encouraging people and trying to pep talk myself as well to actually just take a leap of faith and go into things. So yeah, let's get into this video. What overthinkers get wrong. A story to me, by me, from me, maybe to you. A lot of the reasons why overthinkers overthink is because we are striving for perfection. This can be whether you know it or not, it is just a fact. You are trying to get everything correct. You're trying to get all of your ducks in a row in a certain order in the way that you think it should be. And that is just not life. I mean, I don't know if you've ever heard this saying before, but it is to say that when you make a plan, God laughs. And it is just to say that whenever you are trying to do things, it will never go to plan. It just never does. And for me, that sometimes sets me off into a major breakdown, as in like, I just get so overwhelmed.
I just can't cope. I just, oh my gosh, the gravitas.
But it's honestly how I feel, and it's such a real feeling in the very moment, and sometimes nothing that anyone can say can really help you. But this is why I'm here, because I'm here to help you help yourself. And it is just to start to realize, actually, do you know what? If you do get 80%, that is still probably as close to 100% as you possibly can in any situation. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is gonna get, be, I guess, exactly how you imagine it. But you can still be happy with how it turns out. You don't have to be deflated or anything like that. I also remember, like, there was a phase when I was trying to come out of, perfection to actually things can be okay if it's so or like still to a good standard but not exactly how I thought, and people are trying to coach you and trying to really encourage you, and you're like, yeah, it's fine, like just do it. And I would say all the right things, but inside I would still think, yeah, but it could be perfect. So I'm still gonna, under the radar try and make things perfect, and then if it doesn't happen, then okay, I can put my hands up and concede. But what I've also realized with that is it just robs you of the journey. It really does. It's just the absolute worst. So I would really encourage you to actually try and start believing it. And it's going to take time. It took me ages, i.e. years. And I'm still not there now, but I am far closer to where I want to be. So, don't think about perfection, just think about the journey, think about what you're trying to do, think about quality. Yeah, just be on that treadmill. You will get there, trust me. Another thing to address with us overthinkers is us actually trying to mitigate mistakes. I know I mentioned it just a couple of moments ago, but mistakes are inevitable. I'm talking to myself. I'm telling you, mistakes are gonna happen. I absolutely hate mistakes, especially when I make them. Every job that I've gone to, everyone always encourages you to make the same mistakes. And they always say, make mistakes, but aim not to make the same mistake twice. Otherwise that doesn't show learning. But sometimes for us overthinkers, we think, oh my gosh, the worst case scenario, if I make this mistake, how is that going to transform or unravel into other things? Now it's my fault. Well, damn. As in, what can I do here? And it's one of these things where it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You better get comfortable with it, hun. Especially if you want to do bigger and better things, you are gonna make more and more mistakes, which could potentially have bigger ramifications. But as long as you are willing to learn from them, as long as you are willing to be honest about it, and realize actually I am human. This is gonna happen. Fair enough, this was a mistake. Fair enough, this didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. But actually, me knowing myself, I know next time it's going to be better. I know next time I know exactly what I should do to stop that from happening, or at least try and lessen the impact, lessen the blow. It's tricky, I know. It is tricky, I know. Now, this one isn't necessarily what overthinkers get wrong. It's more part and parcel of what comes with being an overthinker. Maybe even a root cause, and I would say it is being scared of judgment. Now, it's not to say that there's anyone in this world who just loves being judged, especially if it's being judged negatively, but it is just to say you can't be fearful of it. I mean, I have absolutely shed thinking about what other people actually think of me and making decisions according to that. It's not to say that you shouldn't be mindful of others. Yes, you should be caring, you should be empathetic, sympathetic on occasions where you can be, but it is just to say you can't make decisions on the basis of, well, this person may not like me, or this person may stop watching my content, or this person may unfollow me. I mean, if they do, they're not for you anyway. It's also trying to get out of that mind frame of thinking about the world revolves around you. I mean, that should be another video in itself, because technically the world kind of does revolve around you because it's your life, but it is just to say, don't think your life revolves around, no, someone else's thoughts revolve around your life. That's it. Because that's not the case. Sometimes it's really not about you. Sometimes people's decision making is more about them, and that's what you should be happy with. Just leave it, let it go. Don't be afraid of being judged negatively or being judged at all, because it's happening. You know, whether positively or negatively, it's happening. You are still going to be here. You are still going to thrive irrespective of what they think. I actually think that point should be a separate video. Let me know if you want to see that. Like for more. And lastly, thinking good isn't good enough. Oh my gosh. Let the people at the back say amen. I really struggle with this. Like, this, I think, is like the hardest thing that I can shed. I mean, if I think I've done a good job and I don't think I have either put my all into it, or the amount of effort that I've put into it hasn't translated in the results, I am really hard on myself. And, you know, that is another thing that definitely needs to be worked on. I think, you know, everyone, especially in this day and age where everyone's getting like the best of the best, or everyone's like doing incredible things and everything on the outside looks fantastic, and they're not just doing good, they're doing great, which means I should strive for that. It's really easy to get in that loop and think, actually, yeah, this is where I want to go, or this is what I should be striving for. But actually, good is still good. I don't think you realize how many people aren't actually good. Some people are really mediocre, if not bad. I mean, work in a corporate space and you'll realize that for free. But, you know, it's absolutely true. Not everyone is good, so you should give yourself kudos. And it's not to say that you shouldn't strive for the best and strive to be better, but it is just to say, don't put the pressure on yourself to be amazing and great all the damn time, because it's not going to happen. I think, you know, particularly, especially if we start looking at intersectionality, specifically, I'm talking to my women, I'm talking to my girls, my black girls in particular, my black, Asian minority groups. It can be so easy to fall into the trap of being like, no, you know, I need to work harder, I need to do better, I need my name in lights to know that I'm doing a really good job. And that's not the truth. You don't have to. You can be happy with being good. You don't have to strive and break your back to feel like you were doing really well and to actually give yourself a round of applause. You can do that just for waking up in the morning, because that is a blessing. You can do that for turning up to work and actually doing a really good presentation. You can do that for convincing someone to do better for themselves. You know, there's so much, but try and start to remove that pressure from yourself to be great all the time, because yeah, it's not all that healthy. So that is my message from one overthinker to another. I really hoped you enjoyed that, and I hoped it helped you, perhaps giving you a new perspective. I know as I was talking, I was thinking, wow, yeah, Like, that really is a word. So yeah, if it is something that helped you, do let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more of this, what your thoughts are with overthinking, and if you fall into that category, or like I said, if you fall into another personality type, do let me know. It'd be great to hear from you. Like always, if you liked this video, please do like and share with friends or family or anyone else who you think would benefit from it, and it would be great to see you on the next one. Bye for now.